What up, mains? Mr. Nuno back again. Thanksgiving time, and it's almost Black Friday, so getting ready for those True Blues Retro 3s. I said, screw it. I'll figure out how to pay that other stuff that I owe later. Hey, it has to be shoes or this or that. So I decided, hey man, we'll just do the shoe thing and then we'll figure the rest out later. Shoehead style. But yeah, I just wanted to show what was up. I'm gonna put the cash in the envelope and then give it to the Connect. And hopefully by tomorrow I have some retro threes, baby. What up, mains? Mr. Nuno back at it again. I want to let you know that the situation with the True Blues, it was a good one. We definitely got to cop them. It was pretty good situation. The Connect went and dropped it off at work where I was working. It took a while. I didn't hear from him all day, and I didn't want to bother him. You know, you give somebody the money and you kind of don't want to bother them because they're probably doing their thing. And if you call them every freaking 10 minutes, it's kind of, one of those situations where they might be like, man, screw this guy. I'm not going to hook him up for shit. So, I had to be patient. Everything worked out fine, though. He went and dropped it off at work, like I said. And, man, once I opened that box, I was pretty surprised at what I saw. Especially from what I heard in the reviews of the True Blues, man. Those Retro 3s were supposed to be garbage, but according to Mr. Nuno, man, A1 hot sauce, extra buttery. So here we go. I'm gonna pull them out, bust them out. Regular Jordan box. Like I said, it has the elephant print. Elephant print kicks ass. I love the elephant print. And then it has this sweet ass, lovely baby elephant paper, inside. So man, it's beautiful. So let me go ahead and bust them out. Boom. Let me just pull out both of them. All right, here's the one without the hang tag. But if you see, man, you see those spiders? You see the spider webs? You could see that. You could see when you push down on the leather, the whole shoe is spidery. Not way at the bottom, not here in this section. This section is super smooth. But up here on this, man, super spidery, it's not super tumbled. It is tumbled leather, but you just push and you can see the spider webs. It doesn't get much more better than that. And then of course it's smooth leather here. And I was looking at the paint job. It was a little bit. On one of them, it was a little bit weird. Like they didn't finish the paint job all the way, so that kind of tripped me out. But the elephant print, and of course the beautiful Nike Air on the back. And I have something to say about that Nike Air situation. Everyone loves the Nike Air on the back. Everyone. Let me show this before I get into that. Check out the hang tag, and one way to know that if they're real, of course, the hang tag, you can tell like it's easily bendable. The fakes come super hard, according to all the reviews on fakes. I've never had any fakes as far as I know. And like I said, super spidery, buttery leather. And then it has perforations up here and there, and then also on the tongue is super awesome. The leather on the tongue, and it's perforated all the way up. And then up here, of course, I mean, it feels fucking awesome. The Jumpman looks beautiful. Check him out. Boom, Jordan. But yeah, I mean, these shoes are super awesome. And then I don't know if you can see, but see what I mean? Right there. Like they didn't finish painting it or something. You can kind of see right there at the end. Like they stopped that last coat or something. They didn't put the last coat on it, on that very edge. I don't know why. And then of course on the bottom, some of the gray, that gray paint got painted on the white area. I mean, you'd expect for 240 for these to be perfect, but I mean, nothing in this world is perfect. They're made by humans, and that's, at the end of the day, that's cool. They're made by humans, and I really wish the price point would go down, but I'm sure Jordan Brand knows what they're doing. If they, have to compete with other companies like Adidas and whatnot, I mean, it's you have to raise your price point sometimes to increase your profit margin. So here we go with the Nike Air, and I just want to say a couple of things about the Nike Air. Back in the day when Michael Jordan, of course, first got his signature shoe when he came out of college. And I'm sure he was really proud to be the first one to ever do that. Now, he had Nike Air on his signature shoes, for however long, and then eventually the Nike Air was taken off, and it was cool. I believe there was a story back then that Michael was gonna gain a higher percentage of the profits from Jordan, and it became Jordan Brand rather than Nike. It didn't completely split from the company, but it became like its own brand. Jordan Brand did, and Jordan started receiving some more of the profits. So that was one of the first. He was one of the first athletes to ever do that, have his own company, and so that's why when we were kind of proud, as kids growing up. And I didn't like Jordan. I liked Charles Barkley. He was my favorite player growing up. And, I followed him wherever he went. Jordan, of course, beat them. When he was with the Suns, that was the closest that he got to winning a championship. And, I hated Jordan. I always went for the Blazers. Whoever played against Jordan, I couldn't really get on with the Knicks, but yeah. And then after he retired and everything, that's when I kind of, because I always liked his shoes, so I kind of let up on that hatred, and now I give him all my money. But anyway, the Nike Air situation, it was cool because the Jordan brand, the Jumpman started coming out on all the shoes, and it represented the fact that Jordan was receiving a higher profit from the shoes, as an athlete. Instead of being controlled by the company, he was taking control and being, an owner, a businessman, kind of, an entrepreneur. So it was kind of cool that the Jordan brand was now the signature thing on the shoes and not the Nike Air. So for those that love the Nike Air on the back, when we were growing up, we were happy that it had the Jordan on there. It looked cool. The Nike Air back in the day, honestly, looked kind of whack. It was getting old. It was like an old people thing to have the Nike Air on there, and it still is because the older dudes love the Nike Air too. But you youngsters definitely like the nostalgia, and it's crazy. It's crazy because when we were young, the Nike Air was already becoming like a wax symbol in a way, and the Jumpman was like, whoa, it was something new. So we preferred it over Nike Air, and now it's funny because everybody wants the Nike Air and they pay higher prices for it, especially, even me. So thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate your support. I have actually been getting views, which is funny to me. I hope you guys keep watching. I want to get some comments on there. I really want to respond to comments. I really want to talk to whoever's watching these videos. I'm proud, man. I really am happy to call you guys part of, call you part of my family, and hopefully we get this thing going and a lot of people start watching and we can go crazy, do a bunch of crazy things as the videos keep coming. So thank you so much, you guys. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely the likes go a long way. I really appreciate that. Hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your weekend, whatever's going on. We love it, man. Laters.